Gameloft's mobile Warrior Within once again comes in many different variations depending on how strong your phone is. There's even more variations than with Sands of Time, and the most cut-down versions feel quite different since too many visual and gameplay parts are removed. For example, if in the full version you start on the burning ship, in the smallest version you start immediately on the Island of Time. Although we will still cover only the fullest variant, since every version follows the same core, there's a lot of similar sets of challenges used across all versions, and quite frankly, I don't want to lose my mind tracking down every possible iteration. In terms of gameplay and level design, Warrior Within is a straightforward advancement of the Sands of Time Java title. The combat is more elaborate, with a little combo system implemented. The acrobatics are more responsive, so some interesting chains of obstacles can be put in levels, although I must say that rolling is incredibly awkward to do. You have to hold crouch and move for too long, in time-sensitive situations that can lead to your death. The checkpoints are very frequent though, so it's not that frustrating. Levels are not amazing or anything, but they are built well enough to provide a variety of challenges, sometimes with verticality involved or connected circling patterns. There is even a time-related ability now. It's not rewind, I don't think phones would be able to handle it at this point, but there is a time freeze ability that sometimes can be very useful. Sound design and visuals are much improved, although the Princess Berliness can look weird. The story is told in a more coherent manner than before. However, the quality of that story is questionable. Warrior Within for mobile phones tells a very oversimplified version of the narrative from the console versions, with some differences that involve temptresses of time, that try to tempt the prince between levels to stop his journey, with sex and suggestive images. At least, these suggestive images are more tasteful than the console version character designs. They're also not as softcore as the ones from Harem Adventures. So, honestly, while it's a ridiculous premise, at least this time it doesn't feel absolutely demeaning. Doesn't make the story any good though. But look, if you are to play the mobile version of Warrior Within with its Tasocritic rating of 57, then it's not for the story, but the pretty enjoyable 30-40 minutes of 2D gameplay. I suppose sometimes a game doesn't have to be anything more than a little distraction, and that's fine.